Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to explain about paradoxes, so make yourself comfortable and let's begin.
The grandfather paradox. If time travel were possible and you have time machine, could you prevent your grandfather from meeting your grandmother to prevent your own birth? But if you are never born, how could you have used time machine first? Achilles and the tortoise paradox challenges motion by suggesting Achilles, who is fast runner, can never overtake the tortoise in a race. Each time Achilles reaches where the tortoise was, it has moved slightly. It keeps going like this forever. Seems like he can't catch up.
Simpson's paradox. Imagine we have two different groups of data from one big commerce. When trends observed in different groups of data disappear or reverse when these groups are combined. This can occur due to unequal group sizes, leading to a different conclusion when data is aggregated. Value paradox. Imagine you are a participant in a game where you can choose one of two prizes. One is diamond and other is bottle of water. Confidently, you would choose diamond cause of its valuability. But if we will change location to desert, does your choice change? Yes, of course. And that's a value paradox. Card paradox. What is true? If one card has a phrase, the sentence on the other side of card is true on the front side, and the phrase, the sentence on the other side of card is false on the back side. The paradox of choice. Imagine you're going to go shopping, and the paradox refers to the idea that having too many options can lead to decision paralysis and dissatisfaction. While choices offer freedom, an overwhelming number of options can make decision-making more challenging and less satisfying. The Pinocchio paradox. Everybody knows that Pinocchio's nose grows longer when he lies. And what happens if Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now"? If it true, his nose should grow, but then it is a lie. If it false, his nose shouldn't grow, but then he is telling the truth. Stability, instability. Paradox. Imagine two countries. The presence of nuclear weapons can create a deterrent effect, preventing direct conflict between the nuclear-armed states. However, this stability might embolden them to engage in more aggressive behavior at the non-nuclear level, such as through proxy wars or regional conflicts. What can cause the end? Tolerance paradox. Unlimited tolerance can make tolerance disappear as it allows to much intolerance. For a tolerant society to survive, it must not tolerate intolerance. Liar paradox. Imagine that someone says, "This statement is false." If the statement is true, then it must be false. But if it's false, then it must be true. Birthday paradox. To get a 100% chance of at least two people having the same birthday, you'll need 366 people. To get 50% probability, you'll need only 23. More people, more chances. Grain of millet paradox. The argument is that a single grain of millet makes no sound upon falling, but 1,000 grains make a sound. Hence 1,000 nothings become something. Crocodile paradox. Crocodile promises not to eat a person if the person can predict the crocodile's next move. If the prediction that crocodile will not eat him, and if the crocodile eat him, the prediction is false. But if the crocodile doesn't eat him, it makes the prediction true. Ship of Theseus paradox. You have a ship, and if each component of a ship is replaced over time, is it still the same ship? Bootstrap paradox. Imagine that you're a writer and wrote a book. You're going to send your book to the past in time. Now your book is sent back in time and becomes the source of its own existence without a clear origin. Opposite day paradox. If somebody says that today is opposite day, then instead of saying, "I will go to school," you should say, "I will not go to school." Schrodinger's cat. Imagine a cat in a sealed box with a radioactive atom. If the atom decays, a poison is released and the cat dies. If the atom doesn't decay, the cat lives. The twist is, until we open the box, the cat is considered both alive and dead simultaneously. Twins paradox. Imagine we have twin dogs. One of them we sent to the Cosmos trip. After growth, when dogs are again together, it seems like one is elder, guess which. It illustrates the fascinating effects of Einstein's theory of relativity on time and space. Friendship paradox. An individual's friends have more friends than that individual. It can be explained as a form of sampling bias in which people with more friends are more likely to be in one's own friend group. Paradox of enrichment. Let's imagine rabbits living in the forest. Initially, providing carrots makes the rabbits happy, but if the abundance becomes excessive, it can lead to competition and conflicts, changing the harmony of the forest. Boltzmann brain. It might be more likely for a single brain to spontaneously form in a void, complete with a memory of having existed in our universe, rather than for the entire universe to come about. Sword and shield paradox. What if you wield a sword that cuts through everything and encounter a man with a shield that stops everything? Givon's paradox. Let's imagine that you have a flashlight, which shines bright and, at the same time, consumes less energy. Sound great, isn't it? And when you have a flashlight this cool, you'll probably end up using it more often because it's so convenient and cost-effective. Grand Hotel paradox. Imagine a magical hotel with an infinite number of rooms, each with its own number. Even though the hotel has an infinite number of rooms, we can still make room for more guests. If every guest moves to the room with double their current room number, all the odd-numbered rooms become available, and we can fit an infinite number of new guests. Raven paradox. Imagine you're trying to find evidence to support the idea that all ravens are black. Logically, every time you observe a black raven, it adds support to your claim. And also finding something not black like green apple supports your claim. Catch 22. Imagine you have a rule that you can only get a sweet dessert if you eat all the vegetables on your plate. But here's the catch. If you don't want to eat vegetables to get dessert, it's considered a violation of the rule, and there won't be dessert. But if you eat vegetables to get dessert, you no longer need it. Olber's paradox. Imagine that every star in the sky is like a light in a huge room. If a room or our universe is infinitely large and full of lights and stars, why isn't the night sky always bright? Dichotomy paradox. Imagine walking towards the destination. To reach it, you'd have to walk halfway there, and before that halfway point, you have another halfway point, and so on. It creates infinite amount of steps, which causing you to not be able to reach the destination. Service recovery paradox refers to the phenomenon where customers who experience a service failure and then have a positive recovery experience may end up more satisfied than if the service failure had never occurred. Fermi paradox. If our universe is infinite, why haven't we seen any aliens? Paradox of thrift. An individually saving money is good. But if everyone decides to save more and spends less, it can lead to reduced overall demand for goods and services, which might result in lower production and, paradoxically, lower overall savings. Embrace the contradictions, question the norms, and enjoy the intellectual dance of ideas. If you found these paradoxes as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-bending content.